Today, we're going to continue talking about habits to manage depression and anxiety during COVID-19 pandemic. We are a creature of habits. A lot of times, the way we behave, feel, and think are habitual. I will walk you through actionable tools to become aware of your habits. As a result, you can sustain your internal control. Let's dive in. Being stuck at home causes a lot of negative habits accompanied by negative feelings such as anxiety, depression, stress, and many more. We usually have different places to engage in different activities or habits. However, we're currently doing a lot of things at home. Prior to COVID-19, a pandemic, home is usually a place to rest and decompress. Now home becomes a workplace, school, or gym, or library, and so on. We often find ourselves feeling confused, anxious, or hopeless with different tasks that we have to do at home, and this can be very frustrating. So, to sustain our sense of control, noticing our feelings and thoughts is a fundamental step. In my last video, we went over ways to reinforce external locus of control. Another type is, as you probably guessed, internal locus of control, which focus on our own abilities and efforts to influence our outcomes. In a nutshell, people with internal locus control strive to spend their time and energy on what they can control inside rather than what cannot control outside. And we've been noticing and witnessing and experiencing a lot of mental issues during this COVID-19. The common mental issues that people experience are depression, anxiety, anger, frustration, hopelessness, excessive worrying, and self-deprecating thoughts. The way we feel and think about ourselves become our internal experience and we behave externally. And to monitor and balance our internal state, it's about awareness. So here are two tools that I like to present to you called Worry Diary and Gratitude Journal. Again, our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are habitually manifested. To create a habit, it's important to have time and space for it. So you're going to choose a brief time, maybe 5 minutes, to check in with yourself and practice your Worry Diary and Gratitude Journal. What I'm looking for here is the very small and tiny changes. I hope that 5 minutes is small enough for you to, implement and practice that on a daily basis. Please see this table. All right, let's think about a situation that caused some level of anxiety and what you worry about right then and there and how you reacted and the level of anxiety and or other feelings that you have on a scale of 0 to 10. Here's my example. The recent situation that I felt anxious was about eating at a restaurant. It has been probably a year or longer time since my family went out to eat. Now that we're all vaccinated, we took a chance to eat out. It was very stressful and uncomfortable. I noticed that my heart was racing, my breathing was very shallow, my thinking process was, I'm not safe. I just want to avoid that situation. And I found myself eating too quickly and I was checking my space and my surrounding very anxiously. This happened because especially anxiety usually emerge with certain impulse and reactions. We use our feelings to perceive our danger or safety. So the pattern is we usually detect danger or perceive danger when we feel anxious. So now please take your time to identify your situation, the level of anxiety that you felt, and then the thought process, and then your reaction to the situation. In order to know we are safe, we have to feel safe. I call this felt safety. And this felt safety, a lot of times is accompanied by this bodily experience. And now I want you to notice the safe space that you just created from your worry. I'd like you to invite you to drop into your body and notice any sensation or movements that you're experiencing with this safe space that you just created. Let's explore the pockets of felt safety. As you drop into your body, what's happening inside? And as I'm noticing this distance from my worry diary, it's in the other room, I notice that my shoulders are dropping and my feet are softening. So now I want you to place this worry diary, somewhere far from you. Maybe you can put it in a different room or you can put it in the car and then come back. So take your time here. With the safety that you have in the body, let's go to our mind and express our gratitude. Let's thank our body for us to feel safe. Can we take a moment to write things that you feel grateful about? And with this gratitude journal, you can simply write it down or say out loud or just think about it. Let's think about 3 things that you feel grateful about. And it can range from the mundane to very significant things. So simply you can be grateful for waking up every morning. Or significant thing could be some achievement that you had recently. Well done today. Let's add this technique, this worry diary and gratitude journal to your toolbox. It's normal to feel anxious and depressed, but that doesn't mean the situation is all bad. So it's important to have this habit to see what's happening inside. So regardless of what's happening outside, what it's like to hold on to yourself. I think that's the key to have control. With having this both internal and external locus control, my hope is that you'll be able to navigate different life challenges while you're staying connected with your authentic self. So please take care of yourself and do your healing every day.